Well, Carl, thanks very much for joining us. It's a pretty exciting week here at North Melbourne as well, with the club having just cracked 30,000 members, the first time that we've done so this early in the year. What's the mood like inside the club at the moment?
Yeah, it's really positive at the moment. I think coming off the back of another prelim and a lot of players on the track this year compared to prior years, I just think the whole vibe around the club's great. Everyone's looking forward to 2016. It's a really positive feeling. I think about 5 years ago we set the aspirational target of getting to 40,000, which probably seemed unachievable at the time because we were in the low 20s in membership. But we actually got to 40,000 a year earlier than the target. And what we want to do now is make sure we're setting those aspirations pretty high again. So I think the next hurdle for us is to look at 50,000 and say, how do we achieve that?
And some big news with Brad Scott signing a contract extension. Can you explain the reason behind doing that, given that he already still had this season left on his contract?
As a starting point, based on merit, he's taken the team to 2 prelim finals, so that it was pretty much a no-brainer from my perspective. And also, you don't usually want to go into the last year of a coach's contract with uncertainty or distractions, and in particular media distraction.
The Hawks signed a new deal with Tasmania last year. How are we placed in terms of moving forward for that deal in particular?
I don't think we'd be that far away. My target would be get everything sorted out in advance of when we go down there early in the year.
Got some questions from the fans now. If you're happy to take those ones as well. We've had them posted on Facebook and both Twitter. Is a standalone VFL side and a cafe at Arden Street on the radar? 2 interesting questions there.
Oh yeah, I'd love a cafe. I've been lobbying for that for a while. We've made a small step. We've got a coffee cart in the foyer to test the market a bit there. But ideally, if we expanded the facility in the future, we certainly look at that. So that would be positive. And on the VFL front, we start the first year of a partnership with Werribee Football Club this year. So it's almost like having a standalone VFL side, but not with the VFL team losing their identity. So it will be a good partnership with Werribee, and I think we'll build that over the years and get the benefits of a standalone VFL side, but within a very close alignment.
Jury Judy on Twitter asked, what are the club's views on making a women's team for the National League? Is it a possibility down the track?
Oh, definitely. We would love to field a women's team. Obviously a big investment in the future, and I think the AFL will start with baby steps with that competition.
Is the club investigating other income streams to increase its off-field strength?
So we've got a startup business that we're working on at the moment, more in the sports science field. So that's something that will grow from scratch, and we're hoping to build on that and have that business be an income producing asset.
How has North Melbourne managed successive years of profit despite being gambling revenue free?
There's a lot of rigor that's been put into the business from a financial perspective. We really looked at everything we did as a business and whether it delivered returns for us or whether it was effective. So we probably trimmed back in certain areas, but also it's really important in AFL to live within your means or plan for uncertainty as well. And I think where some clubs have come unstuck is that they've been over aggressive with their spending, and then their revenues have dropped off for some reason and they've dug a big hole for themselves. We've been very conscious of that and manage the business very carefully. Long
term, do you see the club being able to stay at Arden Street?
Oh, definitely. That's the plan. We built the facility here. We're now exploring what's stage 2 there. Can we do anything else here with this facility? We're very well entrenched here. So this is a long-term proposition. We're sort of not planning to have our headquarters being anywhere else but Arden Street.
As a Tasmanian and long-standing member, I'm loving the fact I get to see North play 3 times a year. Also very excited about Friday night game this year against Richmond. Just wondering, does your long-term plan see you continuing to play games here, or is it a year-by-year decision?
What we're discussing at the moment and planning for is probably similar to the Hawthorn deal, a 5-year deal to play 3 games in Hobart.
Wayne Lewis asks, is Brent Harvey's new personal sponsor still chainsaws?
What a fool, huh? I had a chat to him, I had to pull him up and said, mate, look, it's hard enough as it is to get to the games you want to get to, because, you get injured on field, you could have anything happen. What are you doing with a chainsaw? So, yeah, he's steering clear. I think he's put that back in the shed, and hopefully it won't come out again for a while.
think that's something we can all agree with. Carl, thanks very much for your time. I know the fans will appreciate you answering their questions as well.
My pleasure. Thank you.